First, the top headlines. Central Security Forces stop MST bus asking to hide the word Manipur sparks outrage amongst media fraternity. EGM and MJU cautions to go on pen-down strike over hide Manipur controversy. Several CSOs demand stern action and clarification from Manipur government in connection with hide Manipur controversy. RPI Athawale National Secretary Maheshwar Thaunawsam demands action against Maha Regiment for today's anti-national action against media fraternity. Manipur team secures third place with 13 medals in 71st Mr. India National Fitness and Bodybuilding Championship 2025. Fresh law graduates not eligible for judicial services exam, says Supreme Court. A very good evening. You're watching the primetime ELITETV English News and I'm your host, Ragina, giving you the news in detail. In one bizarre incident, a media person's laden Manipur state transport bus has been reportedly stopped at Guwahati by Central Security Forces asking to hide the word Manipur being displayed on the MST bus. Media persons who had commenced their journey from Manipur State DIPR office for coverage of news of the inaugural event of 5th state-level Siri Festival were reportedly stopped by Central Security Forces asking them to cover the Manipur word displayed on the bus. Irate media fraternity has raised the question whether the state Manipur no longer belongs to the people of Manipur or not. Media persons returned without covering the news event of opening function of the Siri Festival over such action of the Central Security Forces. The bus arranged exclusively for the media by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations, DIPR was carrying around 20 journalists along with the DIPR staff. The team had departed from the DIPR office in Imphal at approximately 6:30 a.m. to cover the inaugural day of the Siri Festival, which was to be inaugurated by the Governor of Manipur. The vehicle reportedly cleared 3 checkpoints after routine security checks. However, upon reaching Guwahati, personnel from the Maha Regiment allegedly instructed the team to hide the phrase Manipur State Transport on the bus. The instruction raised concern and confusion among the media professionals who questioned the logic behind hiding a state government name while operating within the same state. This incident has triggered serious questions regarding freedom of the press, public safety, and existing security environment in the region.
I know that from a young people are getting into a damning quiggy proportion. I got a kaya in the country. A quiggy, see, Kanogi, Sura Festival, Marak Suba Sura Festival, I see young about Konava, Hydena, Quiggy Mediasing, the IPR office, the Gihona, see, are you Punto Makaita and the other Gihona Todona Funny. Adobo, young police station for that security forcing instead of this center forcing Quiggy Ladybug. Can sing a seat like media sing a seat separate when Hydena Quiggy security arrangement or a Hanbiraponi. Although Zuzi and people are getting into a labor, see, but first one Hagada direct subsana the habiting of the Adubu of Hama sitting a sangue, Quiggy, Canosing, Quiggy, Breakasing, Hana Kazalam, the Villages Valerman, Adubu media can go sing like they call the Breakasing, Putofuna, Lena Kazan Amadi, Yam, nothing like Bapa, man, a Quiggy Iram them a cedar. Quiggy Iram them a Sigil and MST, Ladybug, Sishu, Quiggy Manipur State Transport Harbor, see, Security Center, Security Makadiki, Lena, uhandana napsambi kro hare sida kari gidamakta iram da masida asuk tuwana leibra habaki singna basi yamna su hangna wa hang amadi akhoi kanogi gari asiki gari number fawba akhoi kano se khangdana ba habdana kusan thiba asi kari maragi damakta no habasi yamna sawa wa hang ama orakle iram masi matanda pawdam jariba sana sampa yang popida yang popi police station ketam mamang wedamna huju jik security ada adana kiranga fere ga haila jo koi thau le tab kang gum sai bar bar ko ham loka governor का प्रोग्राम है हम लोग ये क्या लिखा है यार सक्सेशन को सुमकन तुम भाई खान सुविधा की तो वहां तो उधर भी देने मिस नहीं कर सकता अदुदी एमएसटी बस द the arrows or this Hoje kanogi olai fibam ase pung nipan makai tar fau pada husi fau ge nesa later amadi paumi singi makai deki lei be fibam ase asuki mati peninga orakta bana maram orga akoi halage haiduna huji me amplap thokni nare amadi security makai deki koigi mini manga harak bodro huji fau mini manga ha se kai mini kya na sabno khagde moi mini manga se adu mini manga haraga punga ma hela fau bunga hela padagi maram orga paumi ahan sing amadi paumi pasuna khudi ma roina hana kre huji kari kano si shuru festival si governor yaubana maram oraga khoi coverage to bulak chabani adubu huji coverage lak coverage to adu sappe ya dabana maram oraga huji coverage to guni habegi thaja balaite amadi akhoi huji to fibam asi sukmati peninga oidabana maram oraga kano asi chatla roige haiduna khoi gi permission bus tai kumda duna masa gi posai ge lokthok duna khono ena hanabai fibam dun jilai Iramat sigi matanda podon jariba sana sampai kumama ELITETV News ELITETV.
Kokomi has also strongly condemned today's incident of the recent actions of the Indian Army's Maha Regiment deployed in Manipur, particularly in Gwaltabi area, stopping media fraternity and asking them to hide the word Manipur on the state MST bus. A release issued by Kokomi has expressed that the actions of the Maha Regiment appears to be a deliberate attempt to delegitimize the authority and very existence of the state of Manipur within its own territory. Such actions are not only irresponsible but dangerously aligned with the agendas of the illegal elements who have been persistently working to destabilize the region over the past 2 years. The release has further highlighted that this outrageous directive has caused confusion and concern among the journalists who question the logic of concealing the name of the state Manipur while traveling within its own territory. Viewing the order as unjustified, unacceptable and a direct affront to state's legitimacy, the journalists met the collective decision to disembark from the official transport and return to Imphal. The letter arranged for alternative transportation independently to return back without carrying out their professional duties. The governor of Manipur, along with other officials who had earlier made assurances for peaceful and secure movement during the ongoing festival, have now been openly defied by their own security apparatus. This contradiction is glaring in areas like Gwaltabi, where the Maha Regiment has actively disregarded the state's directives. Kokomi in today's release has expressed that it will not tolerate inaction on the part of the governor of Manipur or any responsible state or central authority. Meanwhile, Federation of Civil Societies Folks Manipur has also vehemently condemned today's actions of the personnel of Maha Regiment, where they asked media personnel to hide the word Manipur in the MST, which was carrying media personnel including staffs of the IPR for news coverage of inaugural event of the 5th State Level Siri Festival. In a release issued today, Federation of Civil Societies Folks Manipur has stated that such action exposes the double-faced nature of the state and central security authorities. Folks further added that Siri Lily Festival aims to promote tourism and boost the economic activities in the state and more particularly in Ukhrul district. However, such anti-national action of the personnel of Maha Regiment has undermined the cumulative objective, and such action is to be seen to divert the efforts of restoring peace and normalcy in the state, the release added. The Editors Guild of Manipur has cautioned the Governor of Manipur of going into pen-down strike if demands of EGM and AMJU are not fulfilled by tomorrow. The statement was made today by EGM General Secretary Yumnam Rupachandra after submitting memorandum to the Manipur Governor in connection with today's unfortunate incident of asking media personnel and DIPR staff's laden MST bus to hide the word Manipur. He further stated that EGM and AMJU have resolved to boycott all state government activities and programs and further resolved not to publish any news of the state government until befitting actions are taken up against the involved personnel of Maha Regiment.
We want justice! No chalo mang karo ne. ठीक है मैं करो ने. आपको मशीन का. Management की थोक करेंगे, management की थोक करेंगे, कौमी harassment viva करेंगे, कौमी harassment viva करेंगे. We want justice. We want justice. अखोई गवर्नर दा हाइरिबा थोइबा थपक असिदा जेनबा गवर्नमेंट की ऑफिशियल मयाम सिंह अथुबा मतमदा थुदोक्तुना मखोइदा पिहम थोपा दंडी पीबा अदु पीद्रि भावबदा अखोइना हयेंग जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग अमा आमजुगी ओइबा इजेंगी ओइबा अपुनबा मफमदुना हयेंग थबक लेपक लोइना जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग पांथो मतुंगदा अखोइना पामिबा दाबीसे पीद्रि भावबा पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक चतबा हाइबा वाफम बसिमा अखोइ ngasi मेमोरेंडम से थमजखरे हयेंग पीरिबा मतम सिबावगी मनुंगदा करिगुंबा पिरक्तबा तारगदी अखोइ मखादाना पेन डाउन स्ट्राइक चतबकी प्रोग्राम चतरपा याय हन थमजगे अदुगा हुजिक अखोइ मयामदा रिक्वेस्ट तौजनिंगबना हयेंग पांथोकदरिबा मीटिंग जनरल बॉडी मीटिंग असिदा मयाम पुनमक सोइदनमक लाखबियु अखोइना लौरिबा डिसिजन सि ngasi protest rally ama chatpa asi chatle koi press club tagi hauraga raj bhavan baba protest rally chatle memorandum je pisal le adubu aikoina praja miyam da aikoina kari gi damakta ngasi protest rally chali bano amasung kari gi damakta aikoina pen down tawguduri base khangna bagi damakta ngasi di ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ as usual ꯄꯥꯎ ꯐꯣꯡꯒꯅꯤ with the condition that ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ boycott ꯇꯨꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯆꯂꯥꯏꯕ ꯍꯧꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯀꯅꯥꯝꯇ ꯐꯣꯡꯕꯤꯒꯅꯣ ꯅꯦꯒꯦꯇꯤꯚ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯐꯣꯡꯕꯒꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯥꯏꯗꯦ ꯕꯠ ꯁꯤꯔꯣꯏ ꯂꯤꯂꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯒꯦꯔꯥ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯦꯅꯤ ꯄꯣꯖꯤꯇꯤꯚ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯥꯎꯁꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ boycottꯇꯤ ꯍꯧꯔꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯐꯣꯡꯕꯤꯒꯅꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯍꯌꯦꯡ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯔꯦꯖꯣꯂꯨꯁꯟꯗꯨ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ
Following today's unfortunate incident where personnel of Maha Regiment today stopped media personnel at Gwaltabi checkpost asking them to hide the word Manipur in Manipur's state transport bus, which was scheduled to cover news event on the inauguration of the 5th state-level Sirilili Festival, RPI Atawale National Secretary Maheshwar Thongnauzam has demanded an inquiry against the involved security personnel of Maha Regiment for such anti-national actions against media persons and the state of Manipur. Addressing media persons in connection with today's incident, Maheshwar Thongnauzam further expressed that the act of Maha Regiment asking to hide Manipur name in the state bus transport is nothing but an anti-national act where Meiteis are complying with the orders of the state and central government for building up unity and common brotherhood once again in the strife-torn state. He stressed that if such action of the Maha Regiment was done as per an order from the higher authority, then such order must be produced before the whole public. He thus demanded an inquiry to find out whether there is any pre-planned or premeditated collusion between the central security forces and the illegal immigrants who have been trying to disintegrate the state Manipur.
Sigi lambi chatli ba bus se da Manipur wai muthat wai da makoi ne yaraga manung da conspiracy le raga tawri bazara si ani si manung si akoi yam thuna kham pami ngasi manung da order do leibra order do khoi yeng ba pami o le raga na kari aduga le raga di why this so kari to bagi no akoi Manipur thaba yadri se why order le raga di adu order leitraga na kangu du ka pulla kan da Manipur thugai ba pamba kangu ga pulla ga khoi gi punba matam da makoi yaure hai simani takpani aduna ani si gi manam se oimam natana Akoigi oiningai lete adu mathakta Manipur state transport to the Manipur dang thaba lokho hai badang natabida gari number gi MN dusu khumjalo hai gari number plate to the MN dusu khumjalo hai snadi karai dano koin chali base akoi isagi iram se kani Manipur natro sila laiba department khodi mag laiba se Manipur gi department adui Manipur gi department mamin kauri bani adui Manipur transport ki state transport ki service to na Manipur gi tourism gi project ama akoi gi Manipur gi khul da tawdori ba akoi gi sirai festival yaw ba chachari ba paumi singi bus da sumain to ba base sidi taseng na yam anti national oi ba ke hai tare yam anti national oi bani aduna akoi Manipur praja sing da akoi na pa masi kari no hai ba matamda Kari do bagi akoi gi si order ama lei bagi order am mathak order am pithara bagi tawri brana traga kanaga manara tawri bano haibase yang khudakta upper authority na inquiry committee am phombi raga thuna ngasi manung da investigate to biu adu praja miyam da khangan biu
Furthermore, AICC member and senior spokesperson of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, Ningobam Bhupendra Meitei, has also expressed serious concern on the failure of the state, including Union Government of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, for effective free movement of all citizens and persons in the entire Manipur state since 3rd of May 2023. Addressing media personnel during a press meet, he stated that as learned from today's reported news that Manipur State Transport Corporation bus carrying media persons and proceeding to attend Siri Festival 2025 in Ukhrul district was stopped and the name Manipur written on the bus was covered and was reportedly told not to use the word Manipur. We consider that every citizen of our country has a fundamental right which is guaranteed in Article 19 of the Constitution of India to move freely in Manipur and in the country. We therefore urge both the Union Government of India under Prime Minister Modi and Manipur Governor as the state is placed under President's rule to uphold the Constitution in order to ensure the free movement of all in Manipur state, Bhupendra added. He continued that the double-engine government has failed and now the President's rule too has failed to ensure free movement for all in the last more than 2 years. When a Manipur state transport bus can move freely within its own state, how can an ordinary person feel safe to to move freely in his or her own state, he questioned.
Double engine lenga fail hoigre hojikna president rule la e sahi ani hele hajubobuda Manipur sida free movement la pangamdri Manipur ki sarkar ki Manipur ki state transport ki bus ho freely satpangam daba madusu masagi own maromdom raija sida masida kamdauna samnaba praja cham chamjaba ka khoi praja si kamdauna free movement Manipur sida anywhere satpangam gadawri bano haibasu Karangama tamda Manipur ki praja sing asi Manipur da manung sida sat ke haibada state ki manung sida sat ke haibada free movement phang gadawri bano sahi kaya sang gadawri sahi ani hejan gre hojik sahi kaya sang higadauri aikoi ki Manipur ki praja da free movement asi phangnen gidamakta Bharat Sarkar amasong asi ki lairiba president rule asi ki makhada sahi kaya sang higadoino haibusini aikoi ki Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee na hanglakti ba wahang asi aduna akoina hojik demand tawribasi karino haiba matam sida double engine sarkar lairame fail oikre hojina president rule laire sibukta fail oire karigi matanga free movement of all masagi own state ekoi own state rajya sigi manung sida ekoi free movement to handaba rajya sigi state transport ki bus bukta satpang mandaba masi puna makse kanana pa kumpigani masi puna magase thok tenu bidabakta Narendra Modi Bharat ki Pradhan Mantri amasung Manipur ki Governor Maramdi Manipur asi President Rule ki makhad leiramnina makhoina masi ki matangda Manipur praja da thapam thoi karam matamda Manipur da free movement lakaduino arko karigi damakta ngasi Manipur state transport bus asi chalantribno
Meanwhile, BJP Manipur State Secretary B. Premananda has expressed that state's BJP leaders will soon hold meeting with the governor of Manipur in connection with today's incident over asking media personnel ferrying MST bus not to display the word Manipur while on their way to cover the news report of the inauguration of the 5th state-level Siri Lily Festival. The statement was made today during a press meet held at the Thambal Sanglan at Nityapat Chutek. Addressing media persons, BJP Manipur State Secretary B. Premananda further stated that today's inaugural event of the Siri Lily Festival not only features Manipur governor but also serves as an important episode to build up the lost harmony and brotherhood in the strife-torn Manipur, and such unruly actions of the central security forces must be condemned to the highest degree. He stressed that BJP Manipur State will not remain silent to such uncalled action of the central security forces and continued that talks will soon be held with the Manipur governor to resolve the issue.
Anishuda Masigumba Matung Chadaba Manipur Miyangi Manipur community Kudimaki sentiments Sokuya Tawu the Watokche. Abu Hana Tabdunaba, Tauriba, Roof, Uniform Kampu Duda, Party ki my pedi, Akan go of Mamusum Sibu Kunji. Akwai Kandentori, Siguma Tawsa, Amuna Tabdunaba Party ki my pedi, Akwai Kanani. Ahun Suda, Akwai Tamai for the Siguma Toma Tokreana, Party Nakoi Tumine. President Gursu, October Saka Suwation. Akwai lay saka suwesi Manipur miyangi sentiments hopa miyangna pamdaba miyangi apambagi maibo thabak tawa akwai khudimaki sopa ya thabak tawa badi Bharatiya Janata Party na akwai tumina le Manipur miyangi damakta akwai ki praja ki damakta tamam to hak ki damakta akwai any kind of government da asweba thabak tawa badi madu akwai yani de haiba akwai protest tawa akwai dum le Mari Suda, akwai masih tumina talk to this whole kamuina. Kai kumudari Bharatiya Janata Party ke state president ki advice matungina, akwai masih ke press ki tadi pangkop cewani.
On the other hand, BJP Manipur Pradesh General Secretary T.H. Sarat Kumar, while taking part in today's press meet, stated that Manipur's BJP leaders are working to find out as to which authority has issued such orders that appears to be adding more problems and issues for the state Manipur, which has been facing several problems for the past 2 years. He continued that BJP is committed to finding out the culprits who are involved in showing bigger seeds of enmity between the different communities of the state Manipur.
hanta pangthokpadariba siroji matam changna pangthokdobei tumda hanta pangthokpadariba sina achabu message ama pira kanida Manipur ki praja punamakta chingtam animakta ekoi nusi chanana lei habigi message ama piraga ekoi amuk hena hanan leirambe phirunda hajilakpa yagani haidna khalam madui mohota ona tainana torpasa masi ekoi machin nusi nagi tare masi kai muga ta hudragadi na tawman ma pochidi koi masi yamna koi mu pramana so condemn tawi adu Bharatiya Janata Party man pradesh ki wajah se strongly condemn tawa koi praja myam thamjai tawsu tawi aduga tawri badu kari no hajo shoy ni bokare aduna koi media ki channel option na koi the bill to den badi je koi na thamjai ba bill plus praja section kari thamai ba bill sing acham ji ningthi jana proper kai no ma da thambi re haraga thokpi re haraga maduna koi Manipur da tangdu laita ba shanti le ba ba mo na purakna mo hona ba asi thokra thodu sina koi mating pa mo oirasano haidana koi pul maki linjen manaba unity le bido matang se koi le haraga koi tam changna Manipur tangdu laita da na le do madu tangdu laita ba tanjama ke punjil bagi tanjama phangi ngan bi haidai solo pham da haijaraga media ki chile na option su angan ba ujin haki matunda Lagos media da phukur mutamda amna mapung wa changoi ba koi kana ga da ba khotu thokpiraga koi leba myam da ngan bi haidai tujari mafung khasi chadar pa
Additional DGP Dr. I.K. Muiva IPS has today, the 28th May, officially inaugurated Akash Digital School Integrated Program at the KTL Excel Higher Secondary School at Ukhrul District. Speaking during today's event, Additional DGP Dr. I.K. Muiva expressed that this new initiative will benefit students in preparing themselves for various competitive examinations such as NEET, IIT, JEE. He stressed that this program will commence with the students of Class 11. Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee has conducted a rally under the banner Samvidhan Bachao Jai Bapu Jai Vim. During the rally, MPCC President has expressed that only Congress Party can save the nation. Several party workers participate in the rally. During the rally, MPCC President further expressed that BJP's double-engine government is on the move to destroy the democratic principles of the nation. After the rally being organized by Kumbi Block Congress Committee under the aegis of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee, a public discourse was also held at the Lainingthau Santhong Khongbu Manga Haraubam, during which MPCC President K. Megachandra further stressed that every nation is being governed and controlled by law. However, under the governance of BJP-led double-engine government, law has been rendered meaningless. He further stated that freedom of speech and expression has also been curtailed under the BJP governance, highlighting that the youth of today's generation does not see any future under BJP government. He does stress that all electors must now choose their leaders wisely and appealed all to contribute towards safeguarding the principles and ideologies of the Constitution of India. Further, MPCC President K. Megachandra also welcomed the new Congress members who had earlier been members of different political parties. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Government of Manipur Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency notice. It is hereby informed to all the concerned contractors, firms who had differential tax impact on the payments already met to submit the assessment of the sub-sum tax duly certified by a chartered accountant indicating within on or before 23rd May 2025 in the prescribed format available in MSRRDA office for a formal claim for refund of the extra tax borne by as a result of imposition of GST or revised GST rates. The statement shall be for bills paid up to 31st March 2025. KH Tamba Singh, Chief Engineer, RED, MSRRDA, Manipur.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. In a moment of immense pride for Manipur, Suchitra Devi Potsangam, principal of St. Anthony's School, Imphal East, has been honored with the prestigious Rabindranath Tagore National Principals Award at the Education Excellence Conclave 2025 held in Guwahati. Recognized for her outstanding contribution to the field of education, leadership and dedication to nurturing young minds, the award was presented during India's premier educational conference for educators organized by EK Upsat Media at Vivanta by Taj on 17th of this month. Her achievement marks a proud milestone not just for her school but for the entire state. In protest against gun-firing incident yesterday night at around 8 p.m. by unknown miscreants at the residence of Dr. Marangthem Ratan of Neuro Department Jennings Hospital, Mera Paibis and members of Juvenile Club and Tera Sapam Leirak Apunba Mera Paibi today staged a sit-in protest at Tera Sapam Leirak. Protesters were seen holding placards written with "Honor and respect for the profession of a doctor. Do not make unrealistic monetary demands. Do not create panic and threat in residential areas besides others." While taking part in today's sit-in protest, Tera Sapam Leirak Mera Paibi Secretary Kuraizam Thasana Devi stated that such exorbitant and unrealistic monetary demands to the doctors who are carrying out day and night service for the society is not acceptable, and expressed that such harassments must not be made against people in the medical profession. Manipur police arrested 4 individuals on May 18 and 19 from Himalayan Tals Naka in Imphal West district for allegedly kidnapping and extorting 2 men from Delhi and Jaipur. The victims were reportedly lured to Manipur on the pretext of receiving training for a networking business, but upon arrival in Imphal, they were abducted and threatened with death unless ransom was paid. The accused posed as armed goons and confined the victims before being intercepted by police. The arrested have been identified as Loitram Hilary Meitei, 35 of Thamna Pokpi Mayai Lekai, Thangzam Lemba Singh, 27 of Ngairangbam Huirem Anand Singh, 43 of Naurem Thong, Takelambam Lekai, Nahakpam Nares Singh, 28 of Lango Type 2. Items recovered from the accused include a 1.32 pistol with a magazine and 5 live rounds, 2 gun licenses, a pocket knife, 2 mobile phones and a 4-wheeler. Police are investigating the extent of the group's criminal network and have not ruled out the possibility of other victims. The rescued individuals are reported to be safe. The Supreme Court ruled on Tuesday that fresh law graduates will no longer be eligible to sit for judicial services examinations, making at least 3 years of courtroom experience a mandatory prerequisite. The decision, delivered by a bench led by Chief Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice Augustine George Massey, marks a major shift in how lower judiciary appointments will be handled, directly affecting thousands of law graduates who had hoped for direct entry into the system. The verdict came in response to a plea by All India Judges Association, which had raised concerns over the competence of fresh graduates appointed to lower judicial posts. Reports from several high courts highlighted recurring challenges faced by newly inducted judges with no courtroom exposure. The ruling applies to entry-level posts for civil judges in the lower judiciary, reinforcing the view that real-world legal experience is crucial for judicial integrity and performance. India has officially been declared free of trachoma as a public health program, a major achievement in the country's long-standing fight against neglected tropical diseases. The announcement was made on Monday by World Health Organization Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom during the 78th World Health Assembly in Geneva. The recognition was marked by the presentation of the Certificate of Elimination of Trachoma to India, with Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda calling it a proud moment for the nation. The recognition was marked by the presentation of the Certificate of Elimination of Trachoma to India, with Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda calling it a proud moment for the nation. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that the achievement of showcases the country's sustained public health efforts, particularly in disease elimination and preventive care. The ministry also reaffirmed India's commitment to its Health for All vision. Trachoma, a bacterial eye infection that can lead to blindness, has long been classified as a neglected tropical disease and was once a serious public health challenge in India. Its elimination signals a significant step forward in tackling conditions linked to poverty and poor sanitation. India's health authorities attributed the success to community-based strategies, improved hygiene practices, access to antibiotics, and coordinated public health campaigns. Manipur team has secured third place with 13 medals in the recently concluded 71st Mr. India National Fitness and Bodybuilding Championship 2025. Players and officials of Manipur Amateur Bodybuilding Association have been accorded a warm reception today at the Imphal International Airport. Addressing media persons during the reception, team manager and national judge R.K. Harshyam stated that 6 gold medals, 3 silver, 2 bronze medals and 1 overall title have been bagged by the Manipur team in the national championship. He added that the players of junior and sub-junior category are well competent to compete with other national players. However, there is need to put in more effort for the senior category players. He continued that the third state-level championship will soon be held, being organized by Pravavati Fitness Center on the 26th of this month. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wind up, let's have a look at the top headlines once again. Central Security Forces stop MST bus asking to hide the word Manipur sparks outrage amongst media fraternity. EGM and Amju cautions to go on pen-down strike over hide Manipur controversy. Several CSOs demand stern action and clarification from Manipur government in connection with hide Manipur controversy. RPI Athawale National Secretary Maheshwar Thaunawzam demands action against Maha Regiment for today's anti-national action against media fraternity. Manipur team secures third place with 13 medals in 71st Mr. India National Fitness and Bodybuilding Championship 2025. Fresh law graduates are not eligible for judicial services exam, Supreme Court. That's a wrap. Thank you for tuning in and keep watching ELITETV English News for more updates. Thank you and have a good night.